Okay guys, so right now we're on Tuesday the 21st of February. I just want to take the chance to say thank you to everyone for having a little bit of extra patience around the season program. As you can imagine, it's extremely difficult to program when you don't know what workout is coming out in the open, which is obviously a huge priority for you guys. You don't know what day people are doing the workout, and if then what is also going to come up the next week. So all those things have a big effect on how I can program in the best way, which is what I want to do for you guys. So that is why the program is obviously kind of updating a little bit slower than usual, because I can't think as far in advance when I don't know what the workouts are. So that'll be the same for the next couple of weeks. So again, if you can just keep having patience with that, but I'll always make sure that the training is up about 36 hours before you had to do it. We're looking at today in particular. So yesterday was a really big day. We had a lot of weightlifting, and then you had that really tough or a decently high volume of kettlebell thrusters and chest bars, which based off what came up in 23.1, kettlebell thrusters and chest bars might be a good call for what's going to come up in, I would say 23.3 maybe. So that's why I wanted to get in that bit of volume and that yesterday. Today you're starting with a pretty high volume bike erg piece. That can be either as the morning session, or if you prefer to do those in the evening, then that's absolutely fine. You can swap those around if you want to. The second session starts with either weightlifting or strongman. Now, what I would prefer, especially if you are someone who's already good at weightlifting, and we do a lot of weightlifting movements, is that if you have the ability to get out all of the strongman equipment, to do that as your strength work for today. But I understand that not everybody has access to those things, which is why the weightlifting option is in there just in case. But if you are doing the strongman option, it says 6 sets of the yoke carry, the farmer's carry, and then the sandbag cleans. They need to be 6 working sets, like really heavy, challenging sets of work there. If you use set 1 to 4 just as a continuation of the warm-up, you're only really getting 2 really challenging sets in. It's not going to hit the way that I want it to. So spend time building up all those pieces of equipment so that the 10-meter yoke carry is difficult to carry for 10 meters unbroken. The farmer's carry should be difficult to carry for 10 meters unbroken. The sandbag cleans, you're probably limited to whatever sandbag you actually have access to. Ideally, like this would be like a 90 kilo sandbag maybe for the guys and 70 for the girls. If you don't have that, but you do have the other piece of equipment and you want to do strongman, you could do yoke carry and then farmer's carry and then 6 heavy power cleans if you wanted to kind of blend that weightlifting and strongman option. So you might just have to make a couple of decisions yourself there on which of those 2 pieces you're going to do. The reason this session is a little bit lower, I would say a little bit lower in volume, is because the strongman stuff really drains your body and it's very, very taxing. So I didn't want to add in too much extra stuff and then take in too much fatigue going into the rest of the week. I don't want us to peak too early in the season and really over fatigue ourselves when we have a lot left coming up. After that, you have the intervals, 6 to 8 sets depending on how you're feeling after the weightlifting and strongman. If the handstand walk pace is still feeling really good, then you can push all the way up to 6 sets. If it's starting to slow down or you're starting to break down there, then 6 sets is absolutely fine. So you'll do the GHDs, handstand walk, and then the double unders, and then just finishing with a little bit of posterior chain accessory work if you have time for that at the end of the session.